Okay. I'm gonna. I'm going to. Just chill. Smackdown starts off with John Cena. He only gets to welcome everybody to the season premiere of Smackdown, and then Roman's music plays. And the crowd sure missed the fuck out of Roman because they cheered his ass pretty hard. And can you blame them? Since he's been gone, AJ Styles was almost in the main event scene. And it's been nothing but Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso, and Heyman's been turning gray, and they had to drag Cena back from the dead. It's been a shit show.
Yeah, much needed Roman Reigns return. Oh, by the way, we didn't talk about the media scrum. Cena, he was talking about the whole writer strike thing, and he did say when the strike is over, he's gone. Like,
told you.
Make no mistake about it. As soon as they call him, he's out. I thought he may be like a part of War Games, but he was talking about not taking too many chances because if he goes out there and gets hurt, the projects that he's working on, like he's working on a project right now that got paused because of the strike. If he gets hurt, they have to scrap the project, and then all those people are out of jobs. So it's irresponsible of him.
It's also irresponsible of him to be in wrestling and not give it 100% either.
Well, he's giving it 100%.
No, he's not. If he's not wrestling, if he's not going to be Super Cena, if he's not going to be the John Cena that we want to see,
he's wrestled.
He has. Come on, I want to see him lift the Big Show and Edge, and
at the same time.
Yeah, I want to see him lift 10 people at once and F5 them perfectly.
Wow, I don't even know if he could do that anymore. I mean, he's in good shape, but he ain't in vintage Cena shape. But yeah, he did say he's, when they call, he's out. So I saw like graphics of, maybe Cena versus, someone at WrestleMania. I don't think he makes it to WrestleMania. I don't even think he makes it to the end of the year. He might be gone by the time Survivor Series gets here. Mm-hmm. That strike might be over and he's gone.
I thought it was.
So I guess some of it is.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, I haven't been paying attention at all.
Yeah, I haven't either, but he did say that during the post scrum. So just wanted to point that out.
Which makes that whole talking about how great the fans are and how they allow him to do this and all that stuff. It kind of seems a little disingenuous now, doesn't it? So Roman comes out. He's with Solo and Heyman, but no Jimmy. I noticed that right off the bat. I'm sure a lot of people did. Heyman is happier than a pig in shit that Roman is back. His hair's not as gray. He looks like he slept. When he did the handoff, it looks like he jizzed a little. So Roman tells John that if he's going to open his show, he better do it right. And then, they do the acknowledge me thing. The crowd boos and starts chanting Cena's name. And then Roman says, you're cheering for a coward. Cena only showed up after Roman went on vacation. And then Cena has the audacity to come back and convince people to call him the greatest of all time. Let's be honest here, John. You already know who the GOAT is. And then Roman says, leave or we're making you leave, which was great. Cena says, whoa, I'm going to throw you a curveball. I'm actually here to acknowledge you, Roman. No matter what some announcer says, 1,000+ days as world heavyweight champion is the greatest accomplishment of all time, even though Roman's like 3rd or 4th on the list. And Cena says he's not here to challenge Roman, but he knows somebody who is.
Enter L.A. Knight. Yeah. The music goes off. Boy, was everybody going wild. L.A. Knight, he makes his way out to the ring, holds it a little bit, bask in the glory, and then he says, let me talk to you. Of course, that got another pop. I don't know how many people picked up on this. And he says to Roman, are you pissing your pants yet? And that was a reference to Negan from The Walking Dead, season 7, I believe. 6 or 7. So not many people picked up on that, but I got it.
That's because the smart people dropped out of Walking Dead after like the 3rd season.
Oh, if you missed Negan, you missed the real deal. I go deep in the Walking Dead verse, so I could do a whole nother podcast on that alone, but I'm not going to. But yeah, so that was the reference there from LA Knight. And then he stares down Roman Reigns. There's another little, it's probably circled everywhere. There was a moment where he's looking through his glasses and you see Roman Reigns reflecting off the glasses. That was a big moment.
Yeah, that's when Roman was getting in his face.
Yeah. Skipping forward a little bit, Roman Reigns says, I've been champion for 1100 days. I've done things that you couldn't even think about. So what are you doing in my ring? LA Knight says Roman Reigns is in his way. He's the fastest rising star on Smackdown. And Roman Reigns has what he wants, and that being the title. Now, they haven't set a match yet. It was just kind of a stare down. Out of nowhere, in comes Jimmy Uso. This was a weird thing. So he attacks LA Knight from behind. Cena does nothing.
Yeah. I saw him react. It looked like he was watching Jimmy the whole time. Like he put his hands on his head and then he just watched LA Knight get attacked.
Yeah, he was watching the whole thing. Solo was standing in front of him and he's like holding his hands out like, I'm not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
So LA Knight gets the better of Jimmy. He throws him out the ring. That's pretty much how the segment ends. Roman Reigns, he gets called back by Heyman. As they're leaving the ring, he tells Solo to handle it. Solo, he jumps back on the apron and he says, you and me, talking to LA Knight, tonight in a match. And that's the end of the segment. So we get a tease for what could potentially be LA Knight versus Roman Reigns for the title. I'm glad they didn't announce that for Crown Jewel because I don't know. I'm almost thinking it may be a little too early for LA Knight to be getting a title match, but I don't know where else they go. The only other thing is they could do a tag team match, Cena and LA Knight versus Roman and Solo, but it seemed like they were heavily teasing that the title matches were, because we also know that Roman Reigns is defending the title at Crown Jewel, or at least that's the latest word. And yeah.
Well, the good, Cena had a nice little moment when he gave LA Knight the microphone. He's like, oh, no, it's your time. And then everybody started cheering LA Knight and go, see, I told you.
Oh, yeah.
That was a nice, genuine moment. Here's my thing. LA Knight had a tag team match against Jimmy and Solo. What steps did he do to earn a title shot?
That's what I said. It may be too early.
It is too early. It's absolutely too early.
But on the other hand, you got to strike while the iron's hot, as they say.
Well, couldn't they have a cohesive story with that? Why do they just have to, you're popular. Whatever happened to the title or the U.S. title run?
For LA Knight?
Yeah, why not?
I think we're past that now. He can get that later on in his career. We're main event level now.
He can take the U.S. title to the main event level because he ain't beating Roman, right?
He's not beating Roman.
So what sense does it make to have him just lose to Roman? You're going to elevate him just to have him lose? Why not just have him be the U.S. title? Have him have a story where he wins a couple matches, earns a title shot for the U.S. championship, holds the title for a while, and then elevates himself to the main event status.
You gonna do all that in 3 weeks before Crown Jewel?
Fuck Crown Jewel. Triple H, spoiler alert, Triple H earlier said, fuck Crown Jewel, we really need to focus on Survivor Series.
Yeah. It just doesn't, where else are you gonna go? We got a title match coming in a couple weeks. I'm not saying he needs to do the title match. As I said before, it's too early. But who else are you going to throw out there?
AJ Styles has a beef. I'd rather see LA Knight get a decent build instead of just being thrust into a losing situation. And then where's he going to go from there? He lost to Roman. He's going to go, what, back to the mid-card? So why doesn't he just be a champion of the mid-card? If he's so fucking popular, he can do what Gunther's doing with the Intercontinental title. And then, when he's ready, and it makes sense, and it's not just shoehorned, he can challenge Roman. But at this point, he's done nothing but lose. Before the tag team match, he feuded with The Miz.
But he beat The Miz.
Okay.
Remember, that was the gatekeeper.
It was The Miz.
He was gatekeeper Miz.
The Miz wrestled Invisible John Cena afterwards.
And beat that ass, too. Don't forget that.
And before that, he was fucking around with Theory and Waller.
True.
He won one tag match, and he beat The Miz. I don't see how that just puts him on Roman's level.
Hey, I said it too. We're too early here, but I just don't see where else they're going with it other than that.
That's my only problem with it. Like Cena said before, he said it in his little promo, I didn't earn it. I don't want a shot at your title.
Yes, that was the curveball, because I thought it was going to be Cena versus Roman at Crown Jewel.
That's true.
I think that's what the word on the street was too, but
that's probably why they're not doing it.
Yeah.
And Cena,
They're like,
well,
fuck you guys. You think you
af-
know what's going on? Dirt
after what you
sheet.
said with the fucking media scrum shit, he probably doesn't want to commit to a title match.
Because he doesn't know when he's going back.
Right, if he's on call for his stupid Hollywood shit.
Well,
Well, he does another movie I won't watch. I don't think I've ever seen a John Cena movie.
I've seen a couple. Well, not a John Cena movie. I've seen like movies that he's in, like Daddy's Home
Okay.
2. I seen that. I saw the Peacemaker series
Nope.
on Max. I saw
Don't even know what that
Suicide
is.
Squad. So,
Definitely didn't see that.
same things that he's in.
Okay.
You didn't see Suicide Squad?
No.
He's funny in that.
No, I
He
have
was
no
talking
interest.
about if he if he had to suck dick to save America, he'd suck all the dicks with pride. Because anyway, he
All right.
sucked so many dicks to save America. That was in the movie.
John Cena said this?
Yeah,
Okay.
you'd have to be there.
I probably won't ever be there, though.
It's okay. We're not covering those, so
Nope. So moving on, we have the Bloodline backstage, and Roman wants to know what Jimmy's doing. Jimmy says he's just trying to be Roman. The Roman says, "Oh, so you're the quarterback?" Jimmy thinks about it for a moment. Probably second string. You're the starter. I thought that was funny. The Roman asks Jimmy what he would do if he was the starter. Jimmy says, "Get Jay." The Roman says, "Jay's old news. But every day he wears the tag titles, it's disrespectful to the Bloodline. It's a slap in the face." Which kind of makes Jay current news, right?
yeah.
So Roman tells Jimmy to handle the tag belts and no more audibles. The tribal chief is the one that calls the plays around here. And Jimmy says, "Yeah." Roman says, "I don't like that. Don't do it again."
I hate that. Stop it.
And then we have the Bloodline backstage again. And Roman and Jimmy have a really weird interaction. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I was lost in that one.
Roman was freaking out about Kevin Owens being back, and he was blaming Jimmy for Kevin Owens being back, and Jimmy was like, "Wait, are you serious?" And then Roman was, "Nah, I'm just messing with you, but imagine if I was. Imagine if I was." So was he serious or not serious? And then Jimmy leaves to handle his business with Solo. Yeah, that was really weird. Oh, and Jimmy said, "Yeah. Yeah."
Yeet. And Roman was like, "Stop saying that."
Which is the only good thing about that little segment, because the other part was just confusing as fuck.
Well, I think Roman, because Jimmy shouldn't be in the Bloodline. I think Roman's kind of using him to take care of Jay, so he's trying to play it cool. He's, I'm not upset with you, but just handle Jay. But then he unravels around him, and he's like, out. He's peeking out. I remember I'm still mad at you, but I can't show it, so I have to play like I'm playing here. I don't know.
Okay. The tag match, LA Knight, he beat Solo Sikoa with a BFT. Jimmy, he tried to interfere, but Cena FU'd Jimmy, and Solo hit Cena with the spike. And then as LA Knight was celebrating, Roman speared LA Knight. I don't know. Roman put his hands on him, so I think at some point that they're going to wrestle. And I think it's going to be at Crown Jewel. If Roman's scheduled to defend his title, and Cena even said at the beginning of the show that he's not here to challenge him, LA Knight is.
Yep, seemingly that's where we're going, but they could hold it off to WrestleMania. You never know. Maybe they do like it'd be risky because LA Knight's so over, but maybe they do like a injury angle, keep him out until Royal Rumble. He goes and wins the Royal Rumble. Now you got LA Knight,
same hospital as AJ Styles.
Yeah,
hey bro,
they'll be bedside roommates or whatever,
sharing juice boxes.
Yeah, you could bring AJ Styles back, and he could go to Crown.
I was thinking that, but then you'd have AJ Styles in the main event. I don't know about all that.
Well, what we know about Crown Jewel is whoever is going in is not winning. Number one, number two, it's just there. Like the pay-per-view is going to be in the middle of the day for us,
right?
Like it's a nothing pay-per-view. It's going to be hard to watch. We might have to do a watch along afterwards because It's going to be in the middle of the day, so I know I'm not going to be able to watch it live.
Oh, or I could take really good notes.
That too. But I have to watch. If I don't watch it, maybe I'll watch the replay. I don't know how long it takes for the replay to pop up. You said maybe an hour?
About, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to do it that way. But yeah, those pay-per-views don't really add too much to the whole overall story. It's just like they're doing it to do it.
Well, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with LA Knight and Roman and all that stuff. It is refreshing to see Roman back. I am disappointed. If I were to just give my overall thoughts, Roman should have came out when Dominic was in the ring. Superman punched him. And then he should have leaned over and said, tell mommy her ass is next.
There you go.
And then Roman comes back on Raw and he fucking just fucks up the entire fucking Judgment Day. And he says, keep my family's name out your fucking mouth.
There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna. I'm going to. Just chill.
Just standing there.
Yep.
But let us know in the comments if you think LA Knight's going to Crown Jewel to face Roman, or if it's going to be someone else. Type it in the comments. LA Knight or someone else. Oh, by the way, side note, this is not relevant to that, but we are talking about social media. So there was a recent clip. They were at a live show, and Sami Zayn anointed LA Knight as the one to be the one to take down Roman Reigns. So there's that interesting tidbit there. This is at a live show, but they really seem to be pumping up the LA Knight bandwagon.
I like LA Knight. I just don't get the whole megastar shit.
Oh, he's a megastar.
You think so?
Yes.
I think he could be. It's just he hasn't done anything.
Well, that's going to take time, but
He had the Pitch Black match.
he hasn't had a feud yet.
He had the Miz. That's the only feud I can remember. He hasn't had like a moment. He hasn't had anything. He's been toiling around in the mid card, and he's been pretty much a loser.
Well, even through all that, he's atop the
I get it.
sales. He's atop the ratings. When we talk about megastar, that's what we talk about. Talk about the numbers. I mean, we are on the same page of it's too soon, but and we might be the only one saying it. So there you go. Put it out. You got to get it out to everybody so they know where it came from. It's too soon.